Okay, hello everyone. We should be live. Ryan is in bed. Yeah, I have to send him alarms that stream is starting because he messed up his Discord notifications. This is somehow green. Does yellow has green inside? It's like a bit transparent. So this is actually stream number 2. No, actually stream number 3 for Game Life Balance. And because last stream I messed up completely, like I was showing tons of emails, email addresses on stream, and the worst part if you're using like a browser that you normally use is that you see like pre-filled forms and stuff like that. So I had to take the stream down. Instead of watching 3 hours going through and blurring everything, I just deleted it. And we do a stream number 2 again. I mean, we're not gonna do the same thing again, of course. Good to see you back. Thanks, man. I wanted to show you kids' drawings. No, just kidding. Let me show you some. I love this. 2 sounds and a robot. Airplane, scary dinosaurs. Just kidding. You can't see it because it's on another screen. So I googled how do other people do streaming and not show confidential stuff. So the first real obvious solution is to only stream from Windows. So I have set up Visual Studio Code and Chrome that you see here on the left and right. So I can just disable them, boom, like this. So easy. And I can have other applications open and nobody sees it. Good, lesson learned. Okay, so this is a project. It's called Project Game Life Balance. And it's kind of like a mobile app for gamers to have a more healthy lifestyle. And instead of regulating your gaming by time, it's like making a bit a lifestyle challenge to compensate your game distance from your gaming character in the game in real life. So, and you can do this, for example, by connecting your Strava account. Strava is like a Facebook for athletes. And there you can upload your runs, your walks, your hikes and stuff. And then it automatically syncs to the database of Game Life Balance. And we can give you credits. For example, you go on a morning walk and you actually get credited by calories. So it evens out the discrepancy from sport distance. For example, with cycling, you can do many more kilometers with less calories than walking. So it's based on the calories of actually running, your running calories. Okay, and so this is my production account. Here you see game data. That's somehow ugly. I don't know why this happens. Haven't seen that before. But yeah, we're gonna fix that. I think this is a scrolling bar, but it actually should be hidden. But yeah, for now, and so I'm gonna show you how I built this up for a small prototype with DayZ. So what you don't want is like manually entering game data, because that would be stupid. You play your game and then you have to go and check, okay, how much do I actually walk? No, I want to have like mods for games where they report the distance and your game time directly from the game to the database. So, and I've done that for for DayZ. There's a link to the mod. You can check it out. And by the way, also this app, which will be available at some point for Android and iOS, is open source, so you can check out the code. I'm gonna show it a bit later, but let me show you. This is like responsive, and with one source code I have a mobile app as an Android and also a web app. Yeah, so this is my first game mode ever. It's horrible. No, it's okay, I think. I worked on it with Gemini, and it works. Like, you can set access token that it can connect with your account, and then at the end of your session it logs. It makes a post request to my backend server. Let me catch up on your messages, Ryan. Is it now on separate browser, or are you just using OBS and hide information behind the live? Okay, so yes, I use other OBS settings. Like, I only streaming from applications that I've selected. And in my previous stream, I have just streamed the whole screen. And so if I open up my password manager, I have opened it up right now, but you cannot see it because it's not streaming from this Windows. Okay, so let's actually log in here. This is a test account, game life balance at Beyond. Let's see. This is just a trash mail. Let's see if we still remember the password. It's just a dummy password. Let's check. Okay. We can actually save that. This is just test account. And so I haven't any game data here. Here is some, yeah, in the backend I enabled that, for example, for yoga you don't have a distance, right? We still have to fix this view a bit. Sunlight. Was just a manual entry on Strava. You cannot set calories, so yeah. But I decided for yoga that you get 1 kilometer credit for 1 minute of yoga. And so I have a test account, tester, I think, at gamelifebalance.com. Oh, I get an email. Still have to burn 30,000 calories. Energy suggestions? Only 30,000. Oh, you should look at what's it called? Global GCN Calories Challenge. YouTube. You should look at that. How much did they burn? Ah, they set the challenge. Ah, of course, but I don't have ad blocker. That's dumb. I'm gonna spare you from the ad. We might need to change to Firefox for the streaming, but yeah. Okay, so they set the challenge. Can we? Oh, come on, YouTube. They wanted to burn 10,000 calories in one ride, and I think they actually did it. Do you know GCN? Oh, come on, this is stupid. Why is it in German? Like, YouTube started to... Do you hear that robot voice? So YouTube started to automatically sync YouTube videos into another language. Even if it sounds terrible. Like, I want to switch back to original. Voila, thank you. Let's see if they actually did it. Oh, sick, man. I want to watch just 20 seconds of YouTube and you have to watch 4 ads. It's horrible. Yeah, try it. Just go on a bicycle ride 24 hours. You can burn at least 10,000 calories. Let me log in here. 498261. Okay, so this is just the test account. But what I've been testing today is actually the whole authentication. 5 francs for the ad free now. No, for me it's 12 francs. Yeah, it's really weird, the synchronization. Okay, so the problem with this now is that I haven't actually connected it in the back end. Let me quickly fix that. So we have to connect to the I'm not going to show the backend because I keep it confidential for security reasons, obviously. I'm just gonna wipe the whole. Now, if I have wiped the whole backend, I need to register again. Just gonna make a. Alright, just let me log in into the database. I'm gonna remove the one record. Okay, Strava. How are you today, Strajan? Okay, there's just one entry. Delete from. Now we do some SQL. Delete from. Yes, it actually worked. Boom. So now if you should reload. Oh, it's still there. Why? This information comes with load data. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, no. Why? Ah, maybe if it's not there, it doesn't reset. Let's check in the code. Can you actually see that on screen? Yes. Okay, so check in the code. So this is the runner API. Retrieve data, retrieve. What is this called? Okay, so if there is Strava connection and Strava ID, then it's gonna set it. If there's not, else, we should have an else, Strava.count.info, and it's undefined. Okay, we forgot that. Okay, see now it's gone. It's just every time it fetches this data. Yeah, once you had it, we need to remove it, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so let's... Okay, that's good. So the rest represents the state on the backend. We still have the implemented username and display the account data here, but we can do this at the later stream. Okay, so quickly gonna make a git commit. Is a smart device like smartwatch mandatory to utilize full stats and info regarding your walking and jogging from game life balance and connected to Strava account of user? No, you can also record data with your Strava app, just with the smartphone. The downside is a bit the calories. What I wear, for example, when I go cycling, I don't use my smartwatch. I use what's it called, a GPS. I have a Wahoo. It looks like this. It's a small bike computer. Wahoo Element ROM. Looks like this. And because it cannot measure heart rate, I could broadcast the heart rate from the smartwatch to the device, but instead I wear like a chest strap. I think it's from, I also have one from Wahoo, but it's broken soon. I have a Polar heart rate strap. I mean, it's not super necessary. If you add your weight, if you add your weight in your account, your age, your gender, and enable here, wait, is this here, Datenberechtigung? Here I allow Strava to take heart rate data from my sensors. But if you add this data, for example, here I haven't added data with heart rate sensor, but still I got calories when I enter a run. It takes like some average data probably. If you want it really accurate to your heart rate, to your activity, you have to measure it somehow. There are multiple ways. Like I said, with heart rate strap or watch. Yeah. Every user that makes an account on Game Life Balance gets a free Wahoo Element device. Nope. Yeah, too expensive, man. You get a smartwatch for quite... You get like 3 smartwatches for this price. Okay, what were we saying? Okay, we fixed this bug, great. Now let me show you how this actually works with the authorization. So now I'm getting redirected to Strava and to present the screen, and you can like share your Strava account data with Game Life Balance. And here you can decide, okay, do I want to see my activities? Please leave this selected unless you don't want to use it. And then this one, the second one, sorry, this is in German, I think. They just decide on your browser settings. And the second, you allow Strava, or you allow my app to also see the private activities. So if on Strava you can say, okay, this activity is private, then your friends won't see it, only you. And we also I'm not gonna show it to anyone else. This is not allowed anymore by Strava. That inside my app, if at some point we have a friend, like a friend function that you can have friends, I'm not allowed to show to other users your activities that were from Strava, even though you would allow it. Anyways, I click authorize and I come back here and then I see, okay, I have this account. And now when I upload an activity, or let's say we were running 5 kilometers in maybe 45 minutes, 100 meters of elevation at this time. Test. Let's save that. And now we should see here the new activity coming. Where is it? Strava connection. Yeah, this is the connection. These are the activities. Nachtspaziergang. Oh, this is something else. Wait, let's check. It hasn't synced yet. Let's check. Oh, now it came. Okay, so and if I click here, we'll also come directly to the app. Okay, so I'm quickly gonna try to connect my tablet, my Remarkable. Let's see if this works. Share. Okay, need to accept here. Okay, let's try that. I add a new source. Window capture, we call it Remarkable. Select window to capture, screen share, boom. You see that? Yes, cool. So I'm just gonna make it as big as the screen. Yeah, privacy is actually a really important thing that I have to be careful, especially with Strava. Oh, that's weird. Okay, if I change that resolution, it's also changed the resolution in OBS. Oh no, that's messed up. Dang it. Ah, wait, let me remove it. Let me resize it. I mean, it doesn't matter on my side because I'm driving on. Let's try it again. Where is it? Remarkable. How can I delete it? Okay, like that. Okay. Remarkable. Oh, now it's messed up. Dang it. This the resolution sometimes somehow is messed up. Let's start again. Close. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you still see this? Funny, I don't see that window anymore. What the heck? Okay, connect, accept, boom, okay. There you go. Yeah, so with privacy, we have to meet all the terms of condition of Strava, and I started implementing that today. So if you go here, for example, is it already pushed? Let me check. It actually should work. Haha, let's test this. So, for example, when you go here into settings, you don't see anything. If I go here into settings of my Strava account, at any point you should be possible here to say, I want to revoke access. And if we do that, then I need to delete all of the activities, all of the access tokens. So the access tokens I need in the backend server to read the activities, save the activities, and everything. And so yeah, I need to basically wipe everything from what I know about that Strava user. And let's actually test that. If I close this, then we should receive, yeah, this is gone, the activities are gone, everything is gone. Oh, that's good. That's actually good that it's working. And now I can subscribe again. And for example, I can say, okay, I don't want private activities. Now, of course, we have like a new connection. And even though I have these activities here, like on my Strava account, I still have the activities that I have, but they're not shared with my app anymore. And they're also not synced backwards. So I don't load data backwards. It's only you subscribe, and from that on you get, in game life balance, we see that those activities are synced. So if I add one now, manual activity, and let's say walking, or whatever, or cycling. 5 kilometers in 1 hour is horrible, but okay. And let's see, I make it private. Okay, and now I should not see it. Let's give it some time. Reload it. Oops, not the devs tools. I want to click here, not here. Is this too big? I'm already on this, so you see it's not loaded. And now if I change it to for example, change it to everyone, and if you select your friends, this is also gonna show up in this also belongs to public. Oh, to the activities that are synced. So if I should go now, I should be able to see it. Or not. Ah yes, now it's here. Boom, that worked. So the good thing is I don't really have to handle these changes on my server. Strava just sends me like a create event. Hey, now this activity corresponds with the permissions that he gave, and he's gonna send it to me, the data. Strava sending to Game Life Balance's data. Really cool. So that's about privacy, and we need to meet all of these like conditions to actually have permission to onboard other users. At the moment, as you can see here, I'm only allowed to have one user, like the developer. And at some point, I'm ready with the development, and I can tell Garmin will be the next platform, but I can tell Strava, hey, please review my app, and they're gonna check they do a lot of tests and check if I actually meet all those requirements. Suggest where to start as someone who wants to begin as a game dev, not preferable. What language or engine, like everything from scratch? If you could suggest some study material, any guidance. Hi, Salix. I would go with Unity from my own experience. It has a less steep learning curve than Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine obviously is a bit more sophisticated in rendering. But Unity I found very intuitive is the wrong word, because it's still mind-boggling to go from 2D applications like HTML and JavaScript to go to 3D. It depends what you want to make. I would avoid to jumpstart a huge project. I would make something really small, small scale. Maybe start with a 2D game, but you can also start with a 3D game with some assets. Yeah, depends where you want to go, but try to make something small first and make it kind of good, like something really small, something funny that you like from your aspects. I don't know what you like, Tetris maybe, or Snake, a small simple Snake. I mean, what platform do you want to go into, like mobile or PC or web games? Browser games are getting more hype because browser get more performant, and WebGL is a big thing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there. I just know Unity from the last 5 years of development, and Unity is a great platform for PC. I have also some experience with libgdx. This is like a framework that is like for retro side scrollers, but I don't recommend it. It was written by one guy, and then a company bought it, and is managing more or less well, but rather worse than well. As well, graphics programming in GSL, HSL. What is JLSL? You mean graphic programming, visual programming? Ah, shaders. Oh, that's cool. You have experience with shaders? Or do you want to gather experience with shaders? Unity learning. Great. Materials fundamentals. Sorry, we can't have that. I really enjoy some of the courses Unity provides. Let me try to get this in English. There are a lot of courses that you can. Is it pathways? Choose a pathway for Union Essentials, Creative Core. Yes, I would do Unity pathway. I love those. They're really well done. You have videos from developers or just Unity experts, and then you have steps, and you have like these. You get like XP. It's a bit of gamified, and then you can say, okay, mark step as done. So this is dopamine to see your progress, and it takes you through the steps. I really enjoy it, and most of it is for free. And you also get the assets for it. Tiny bit, but I'm getting very old learning material, like 12 to 14 years old. I'm getting very old learning material, like 12 to 14 years old. You are 12 to 14 years old? Or what is 12 to 14 years? Or the material that you've been using is 12 to 14 years old? But yeah, so Ah, the videos they found. Okay. Ah, on GSL. Yeah. Yeah, I would go with modern stuff. I've seen this with VR development as well. It's always good to jump on the stuff that is new and modern, because you find more tutorials and everything, and it's kind of fast paced, but it just makes sure that you stay on top of things and not suddenly something is not available anymore, because that can be quickly a problem. So for starters, I would recommend you do one of these courses. I mean, if you know the Unity Essentials, you probably don't need that. You could either follow one of these courses, or you set your goal to make a small little game, and then you extend it, like implement the core idea and then slowly extend it. What things you follow up from an idea to an actual working thing? What's your ideal approach? Not as game app approach, but the approach you have for your stuff, what you make. It's very messy. So what is my approach? So I kind of, okay, so I have some approach. So in the beginning, let me show you maybe my remarkable. Let's see. Hello. Can you actually see that? Why, it's not streaming. The heck? I'm writing on it. I can see it on the screen. Let me try to do it again. No, OBS is failing me. Connect. Accept. Oh, now it's working. No, it's only working once. What is that, OBS? Seriously? Dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna enable. This sucks. It's like taking a screenshot and it's just streaming that. Let me try to do a display capture just for this, okay? Remind me to disable it when we're done. Okay, so voila, this is working. So first, let's have the Josh approach for coding. Okay, so if I have a coding idea, we can only see it blank. The page was blank. Wait, you see me writing now? Yeah, I see it on the YouTube stream. Okay, so first you gotta have an idea, right? Idea. Boom. Okay, now it's doing fine. Thanks. So you have some idea. I mean, you search a bit for stuff. You search, verify, talk with others maybe. And then most of the sometimes I just go for it and start coding. But you have to decide, either you go straight into coding and say, okay, and I would not go straight into tech stack, but I would make like a small concept. Can I actually go back into others? If I go back into my app. Let me check. Oh no, I cannot go into another. Let me check if I can go back here. Yeah, so you actually see when I change. So you kind of got to work out the core idea of your thing that you want to code. Here, for example, I was calculating how I'm going to calculate the credits for giving the credits for the activities. So this is a main thing. Yeah, so this is basically it. I didn't do a lot of sketching on this, but concept and core mechanics features. So in game development, you always talk about core mechanics, and if you go into gaming, you should go really look at game design document. You should look at that. This is like a document that you create, and it's like the core of your let's say the core of your project. I mean, if you start small, that's not really gonna make a big difference, but if you're really serious about a game, then you should start from the beginning with it. At least for now, when you're starting, take a look at it. There's really great concepts out there, and even though you have a small project, it will help you to like it will help structure your project, because there you define things like core mechanics. You will define things like stakeholders. You will define things like target audience, deployments, like where are you going to deploy deployment targets, I think it's called. Like, okay, for you it's gonna PC or mobile, etc. So also, not to forget, is finance. Are you just gonna finance this out of your pocket, or are you planning to monetize it, or whatever? How are you gonna finance it? Are you gonna finance it with your sleep? That was a question. By the way, I don't see my face anymore. Because it's below. Let me try that. Yeah. Okay, so and then I mean, this belongs to the concept, okay? And then one crucial thing for me, especially if well, I didn't, for this project, I didn't really go straight into, yeah, I start to build like a MVP, minimal valuable product. Like I try to make this really quick. to get some first-hand experience, how it feels, how it looks. This is also very common in development for apps, mobile apps, that you try to get a minimal viable product, or you can also see it as a prototype. And especially now with Gemini or with Claude AI or ChatGPT, you can build things like this really fast, like in a matter of days, like 1, 2, 3 days. You can generate code. With 3D, it's a bit harder to connect things. Like, you cannot tell ChatGPT to generate the whole app because it's all in these game files. But you can ask for things like, help me to write a script for a certain functionality. For example, I asked it to write a script for spawning footprints that follow a player, stuff like this. And then the next thing in my approach would be a data model. And a data model is really, like, I always call it the heart of the project. I would love to show you my data model of this app, but I keep it confidential, because it's basically showing how my database is built up, and that would make it vulnerable for attacks, for SQL injections and stuff like that. Even though I have, like, made some countermeasures, but so your data model is really like how you're gonna store the data, and the earlier you do it, the easier it will be to expand, and it also helps with like having a clear structure in your project, and also to later it will be easier to because with the data model you already think about many different possibilities. For example, in my project I was modeling, I had like the runner, so this is the player, and in the beginning I had the Strava connection, Strava access token. And this is horrible because here I also have the name and email and stuff. Email I have encrypted, no worries. But you also have to think about encrypted, for example. You want to, like, okay, this is storing on a server, but if you save it locally, this is less of a problem. But these are also things that you have to think about. And then, for example, with the access token here, I later realized, like, if you read a bit the news about Strava and big companies, they sometimes do stupid things, and so you have to be less dependent on other companies as possible. And then, for example, now I have another table, so I deleted this and I say, okay, this is platforms, and then there can be different platforms. Okay, there can be Strava, there can be Garmin, and then they have access tokens. So the access token is not in the main, in just the same table as the player. So this already helps you to think about, okay, what are the possibilities? How can this be expanded later? But yeah, if you just do a really small game, this won't be super important. But as soon as you like want to save player state, like where is the player positioned, what did he have in his hand, I would already start to make a data model, because otherwise it's gonna get messy. And Gemini and the other language models, they're really great. Like, I can just give them my data model, like I say different aspects of the data model, and I can say, like, okay, create me a SQL query to to handle this different activities, process activity from the Strava and stuff like that. And they all do that very, very good. So the clearer your project is to you, and yeah, it will be easier to describe it to others, or to get help from AI or from other people. So data model for me is always really important, and it's one of the earlier stages. Even sometimes it's even before starting with the prototype. I already think about the data model, and yeah, multiplayer is really hard. If you want to, yeah, Cloudflare was down today. Yeah, I realized it too. GitLab.com was down because of that, or not. GitLab.com was down, but you couldn't authorize anymore. You couldn't pull and push. So yeah, obviously you have those dependencies. No, he didn't. He was not able to get his boarding pass thing. That sucks. Yeah, so multiplayer. So Unity. If you do, let me check. Let me show you. This is still here. So they are in Unity. There's the relays. This is like a free peer-to-peer network with Unity. If you start a Unity app, oh come on, you can usually show you. Wait, I need to check. I need to add another source, window capture, Unity Hub. So you see that, hopefully. So here, if you start a new project, you can choose from a lot of samples. And if you want to, let's see if there is a multiplayer, competitive action multiplayer, small scale competitive multiplayer. So they have these samples, and out of the box, they support multiplayer. And I tell you, I was blown away. Like this VR multiplayer, I was. You download, you set it up, and in the background it connects to your Unity account, and it opens a new project with the Unity relay and stuff, and it worked. Like 10 to 15 clicks, and everything worked, and I was blown away. So if you want to do multiplayer, check out these templates. If you already have some experience with Unity, you can maybe start that, but if you're really new to Unity, I would not jump right into multiplayer, because it's super hard to actually extend it, because there's a lot of things to it. But it's not possible. Like, this makes it really easy to do, or relatively easy. Yeah, and so to go back to this, let me check this away. So, and I mean, then what is the next step? Code. Code and code. Code and test. And then obviously you go back to data model. You're gonna adjust stuff, and a next approach thing would be probably have patience. Good projects take time. GTA 6. GTA 6 is just a good reminder that games are super hard to program. Like see how many developers they have and what budget they have, and they have great developers and experience, but games are so multidisciplinary. Like you have sound, you have animations, you have storyline, you have music, sound design. Even that is just a science for itself if you really look at sound design. And then the coding part, we haven't even started talking about coding, stuff like that. So if you do it alone, it's very challenging. I started to implement to work on some games, and I've stopped because I was frustrated. So you definitely need a long breath. And I guess there are a lot of indie devs out there that give like counsels on that. I would search on YouTube that stuff. I'm not really a game dev. I try to be. I'm a game modder now. Like I mod. I started to mod DayZ. And even that is already very frustrating. But if I had to imagine to actually invent DayZ, to implement on that, that's crazy. That's next level, man. So, yeah. Josh motivation. Teachers are having protests over being fired. Yeah, poor guys. Like, why would you fire those, man? And yeah, having patience with yourself and with the project. I realize it also with this project. Sometimes I try to push it too hard. Like, in the end, you have to have a balance to go on the long run. You have to maintain a project on the long run. Try to maintain project plus 1 year. Like, try to work on a project a year long, consistently. That's it's hard to do, because like you'll have suddenly another idea. Oh, I'm gonna work on that, or let me do that. But it doesn't mean you have to you have to do a small silly project for a year. Obviously not. But if you try to make something small and it works, then you say, okay, now this is done, I finished it, let's start something bigger. That was good to do. Guess that's for that for Josh. Yeah, you can join our Discord if you want. The link is in the description, I think, and you can share it with us if you want. Yeah, so this is the Josh approach for coding. Actually, what I still want to share, I hope this answered your question. We drifted a bit away, but I mean, that's what a stream is about, right? He got hyped. And don't hesitate also to like ask Gemini or friends in your, try to also see some friends in your that you know from school, from work, that are developing games or stuff like this, and ask them, hey, how should I start? I have this idea, what's your idea? And so it's always really good to get a bit of verification of things, and then give you small tips on the way. That's very good. So, game life balance. I wanted to give a small overview of what like is what are the parts. So we have iOS, Android app, or also the browser. Let me have a cute little laptop from Ryan. It's barely running DayZ. Just kidding. Or browser. My game life balance is depth is 250 kilometers. Joining your DC will disturb you sometimes. What is my DC? Discord? Joining your Discord will disturb sometimes. No, where's no. When I'm disturbed by Discord, I turn off the notifications or say I put it in do not disturb mode. He's really chill. Discord. No, don't worry. If if it disturbs me too much, I kick you from the server like Ryan. No, I haven't kicked Ryan yet. But like 90%. He has 90% chance of being banned. No, just kidding. Don't worry, man. I mean, there's notifications can be turned off. So we have the browser app. Then we have the game life balance backend. Balance. I mean, we know it's game life balance. We don't have to write it here again. Oh, come on, Ryan. You can handle some jokes. Okay, so you have the backend. And here we have the database. Oh, that's horrible. So we have the database and the Express.js server. And so obviously they talk with each other over an API. And now we have Strava. And they also, well, we don't have to write that. So Strava is, but for example, here you have smartwatch, or yeah, it looks like a treat, but yeah, it's a smartwatch, or let's say bicycle. Let's say GPS device. Or a Strava app. It's the Strava app, the phone. And so so here you can record activities. And once authorized, so here the user gives authorization, and then once this is given, Strava sends those user activities to my backend. They say, hey, this user made a new activity, do you want to save it? And so here I send what I save is a name of activity, distance, elevation, calories, things like that. I don't save anything else, I think. I save if it's I save the device source, because this is new mandatory from Garmin, for example, because one of these smartwatches can for example be Garmin, and Garmin now requires that also on third-party apps. So this is a third-party app. We have to show this on the activity. My Malteser is depicted as smartwatch. Dang, you're eating Maltesers? Let me have some. So yeah, this is basically how this site works. And now, so this is the activity side of the view. Now we have games. For example, DayZ. That's just the first app that we really have like a mod. We have a DayZ mod. And so it would be cool if in the community there's someone, oh, I like this idea. I have experience with game development or modding, I'm gonna contribute to this project. So feel free if this is the case. That would be awesome. A work colleague, he actually said he's gonna do a Minecraft mod. Minecraft. So this is gonna be the next supported game. Minecraft mod. And from here, wait, let me show this. So here also user connects. User connects game. So connects game, yeah, with the authentication token. They're gonna show it here now in this graphic. It would be too messy, but in your UI you see an authentication code. I think I can quickly show it. It's here in the settings. You see a code, then this you can copy with glb auth and then the code, and then it knows, aha, okay, this is this user. And yeah, and so then here we send the game stats, and here at the moment we send kilometer, start time, distance, not kilometers. But yeah, I also have to think about that. Some people, they use miles, some people they use kilometers. It's gonna be fun. Distance, so we save distance. Duration, date, of course, here as well, date. And then the fun thing is gonna be having like additional stats, and maybe this is something that can monetize, or that could be like a premium functionality, because building something like this takes a lot of time. Yeah, I'm working on this idea already a year, but I had like half a year I didn't work on it, but still, I had the idea in my head, and then sometimes it takes a while until the idea is enough developed to really get into a good direction. And so custom stats. So custom stats could be like well, on DayZ it could be like bottles drank. It's horrible grammar, but it's like how many bottles you drank, doors opened, I don't know, distance in car or vehicle, stuff like that. So that could be fun to have. Let's make this more beautiful. Serve the database. Let's actually put this inside. No, wrong. Database and Express.js. So custom stats, for example, zombie kills. What was the other? Vehicle distance. And this could be oh, come on. Premium. Yeah. Or on one other thing that could be that we could that I could see an interesting feature is to have like leaderboards, public leaderboards for stats. That could be also a thing. I don't know, but yeah. So this is the whole concept of game life balance. with on one side Strava, and in the future we're gonna have Garmin as well. So people are not just bound to Strava, but they can also use Garmin if they want. And yeah. Oh, you cannot see. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Ah, why is it full screen? Oh, come on. And the chicken soup came from the tent. Yeah, it's only working with this. This. Okay, sorry about that. Thanks, Rehan. We should have like a buzzer, and my table is shaking. But so yeah, I was showing this. So we have the mod up here, the mods from different games that send the game stats, distance, duration, date, customs, and custom stats could be monetized maybe. Like, okay, you pay $3 per month and you can track your zombie kills, your vehicle distance, and other stuff. Or they could also be like public leaderboards for stats and stuff like this. So yeah, now we can see, no problem, thanks. So yeah, this is the whole concept or architecture so far. And over the time, it would be cool to see other games supported. Obviously, it will be hard to mod games, but I think we will be faster over time because we need game mods. We need basically three things. We need auth command. What we need is an auth command to authenticate the user with this game access token. This is you can see it in the app and then enter it. Then tracking stats, and then post request to server. So there's only these three things that you have to handle in the mod. So there's no graphical aspects to it. I mean, it kind of helps to have, like, in the auth command feedback. Okay, it's connected to your stuff like this, but that's like small little UI icon that pops up. And yeah, water drinking ASMR. Oh, come on, no, not ASMR. So yeah, that's game life balance, and now it's time for sleeping. You also need to have a sleep life balance. Talking a lot makes me thirsty a lot. And at the moment, I'm quite happy with the app. Like, it has the basic functionality. At the moment, I'm focusing on the back end, so they have like these features of deauthorization and deleting account and stuff like that to make this more robust. For example, here in Strava, I also need to be able to change the scopes. Like here, the scope is only public, so I need to provide a link to make it public, or to disconnect Strava account from here. At least now it works from here. To disconnect it from here, this already deletes everything. This is great. Yeah. So I'm focusing on that. Otherwise, here in the back, down, I think I have a link to the GitLab. Yeah, and so this is open source, the client. You can basically see what I'm working on. This is all the stuff I would need to get done before review or before I publish the app. Just need to check for emails before I register them, fix some timer issue, set up Firebase SDK. Yeah, stuff like that. Account management functions to like change email, change password, reset email. It's gonna be a hell lot of stuff. Privacy declaration, we need to write that. Server-side logging, like I have to check, okay, is this really an account there? What is the status of the account? Handle wrong password, email better, and stuff like that, yeah. Allow switch kilometers and miles. It's gonna be fun. I'm probably just gonna do that in the UI, and on the server I just keep it kilometers probably. Account info, gamer tag, and then at some point we're gonna do the Strava app review, and then iOS App Store, Android Play. I expect like maybe summer next year if things go well, maybe already spring, but I don't want to push this too hard. Yeah. On the server, I'm not logged in actually, which is good. To not show anything confidential again. But I hope you like the stream. Thanks so much for joining, and thanks for the questions. I hope you learned something. Oh wait, I didn't see that I was only showing the half. So here on the left, you saw that part. Here on the left you can go to Tickets, Übersichten, or issue boards. So here you can see these are all the tasks are already done. This is the one I'm currently on. It's almost done. Yeah, lots of things to do. Wait, do I actually have a milestone? Let's check. I have a release one, or when is it planned? 26th of January? Never. Never. No, I'm gonna change that. That's too soon. 2 months left. That's horrible. Yeah, that was a great stream. I also feel less stressed out actually doing this approach, like with the windows and stuff. I need to play DayZ. So this is really cool to see how this works. Yeah. I don't want to show you DayZ how it's gonna going exported here, because then yeah, I mean you don't really see anything. Oh come on, let's show it. Okay, just 5 minutes. But I need to check that I don't think there's anything confidential in the quickly check. I mean, it's password protected. We have a DayZ server that is running, but it's password protected. Oh come on! Oh wait, it's not loading anything. Okay, so I can. So this is the mods that we have. And is it the session tracker? So this is the mod that I created. Santa Cruz treasure mod, sleeping mod, and then some food mods, which are fun. Check Blumen. I almost said the password now. It's not Blumentop. I need to change it. Okay. Wasn't even full screen. I was eating a burger while typing on the chat. Yeah, I mean on the thumbnail we have DayZ, so we have to end the stream with DayZ. That makes sense. The VP admin tools is used all the time, and I can't blame. All the time? Come on. I wasn't using all the time. Like I walked back. Not to the castle, but that was just for show. But yeah. Oh, it's unreachable. Why? It has some network issues sometimes. Yes, we're going in. So, what I wanted to say, I have to be careful now. You see the whole display. Let me quickly log into my real Game Life Balance account. Pro security classes. What security classes? Ah, we actually in. Let me show you. Wait, can I also have this as a window capture? DayZ. Boom, and then we select DayZ. Exit. It's actually showing. Let me turn off the music. But it's not showing. Let me put live streaming. No. It's not working. I probably have to use the game capture, or there's a full screen capture. Game capture, let's try that. Capture any full screen application. Okay, is this working? You can hear the sound, right? Ah, no, it's working. Okay, so, but what you missed in the beginning is there's like a message that pops up on top that says like your authentication is connected. So here, be auth, I can set my auth token. I'm not gonna set it now because otherwise you can see it. But yeah, I can walk around. Here's our car actually. I can walk around, blah blah blah. We were fooling around here today at the castle. Is there a zombie still? No. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I love this game. When it's not raining. What is that? Ah, that's a tree. Yeah. The welcome message that pops up with indication stuff. Ah, it reminds that to ask in the game, yeah. So yeah, if you're not connected, it reminds you to connect it. And then once you connect it, it's showing just a success message. But the success message still has to be improved. Like it's not actually checking if the auth token is valid and if it actually worked. Like there should be a response from the server sending it back. I still have to do that. Yeah, I have so much ammunition here because here was a treasure hidden from the mod. Oh, it's actually away now. But do I still have the picture? Yeah, so there's this mod, really cool, from Xenakist, and it like spawns something hidden like this. You have to find this place, and then there's something hidden. So should we collect these pictures? Yeah, we should collect them definitely somewhere. Would be cool if you could like place them on a wall or something. But yeah, let's walk around a bit, and let's also drive a bit. It doesn't... So as soon as you get into a vehicle, I exclude it from distance tracking. Obviously, otherwise this would be... that will be very misleading. Or in the future we could track it differentially. Where's the path? So we could say, okay, it tracks the distance from the player, tracks the distance from the car, or when you're in a vehicle, stuff like that. So yeah, let's just drive a bit, not too far, because we actually should go to bed. Just drive out of this hiking path with our old timer. Ooh, I'm lucky this was not a solid beam of wood. Was this correct? I think so. Oh, I lost the path. I lost the path. Dang it, dang it. Not good, not good. I should have turned left there, probably. And I should look on the screen, not on the stream. Where's the church? Okay, I'm on the wrong side of the path. Dang it, I'm a horrible driver. What is this path? There's some civilization over there, which is good. Okay, here's a train track. Let's go on the train track. Ouch. Is there a road on the left? No, this is a river. I'm completely lost in this area. I'm drifting down. Let's try to go to this place. Yeah, let's focus. Why am I stuck? Oh, come on. Okay. Can I go through there? Yes, I think I can go through there. Probably not. Dang it. Let's try to go back there. No, there's a river. Our best option is probably to go back there. Let's check real quick. We could try to go here. Nah, that's too risky. Ah, that sucks. No, I was stuck once already before. In a river, you don't want that. Let's try to get back. Oh. Let's go. Dang it. I didn't want to go too close because it's going down here. Oof. Dang it. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, this is sketchy. Let's go here. Let's go here. Oh, come on. That's a bit... Yeah, there is also a mod that things in the environment like breaks more realistically. But yeah. Here we are. We have to use that what we have right now. Okay, we go up this path. Let's hope we come to the other path. Maybe we have more space here. We can use that path here. Spawning GPS triangulate your position. I think I have a GPS already. Let's try to go back on the road. Ah, yeah, I think this is where I come from. Yesterday. Yes, here's the church. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. Let's park here. Get out. Come on. Yeah, sorry for that long. Ooh, gun cleaning kit. Very good. Okay. Can I have a nap here? Let's see if we can actually sleep. I can have a sleep. I haven't found a sleeping bed yet. But the sleeping mode, it adds like this sleeping stats to the character, so you get tired over time and you need to sleep. And if there's like a player nearby, it really muffles the sounds that you hear like in sleep. It's really cool. If I look around more like this, I'm getting more awake. But yeah, okay, so if I go out and then I'm gonna show you on my account. Wait, actually now I need to stop this. No, not me. Game capture. Disable it. Okay. Oh, now I need to close it for myself, otherwise I don't see anything. Like that, okay. And now if I refresh, boom. What's today? Wednesday? Wednesday? Yeah. So you see that session. That's not merged yet, but it would show like 20 minutes or 50 minutes. What was it? And then I did 600 kilometers. And then I can also edit it, or I can have a session note. Mod demo on stream. Oops, not that. That's my Spotify. Here like this. Update session. That's still not implemented at this actually reloads, but yeah, when you go into it, yeah, there's this bug on. There's no bug like this on Firefox. Why is this a problem in? Scroll. Scroll unset? No. What's it called? How to hide scroll bar. Because I still want to have overflow visible. If I set it to none, hidden, obviously it will hide. No, it won't. Wait, how is this set up actually? Can I extend this? I would need to extend this window. Let's make this smaller. Make this bigger. So there's this P, there's this diff. Ah, okay. There's this scroll that allows the scroll, overall scroll. But then we need to style how to style scroll bar. Scroll bar color, scroll bar width. Maybe need to set that. Scroll bar color. Oh, why is scroll disabled now? Yeah, I will work on that. I will close with that. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good one. And if there are any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah. So the main idea I maybe didn't said in the beginning is to have like a balance that is negative. So because it like takes your game distance and then your life distance, then you have a balance. So if this is below 0, this is good. If not, it's gonna turn red, like for Ryan, or for me also sometimes. And then you gotta watch out. Okay, that was it. I hope you have a good one, and take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Stop streaming. Adios, amigos.